Hello, lovely people. I'm happy to be here with you again to share one of the most important planetary movements that are happening this year. Saturn will go into retrograde motion starting tomorrow for 4 months and a half until mid November. It's a really important change because it will affect us all, I would say, especially in the area of our career. I will explain you why. So let's take it piece by piece and understand what's happening. So first, what is Saturn about? Saturn is about work. It is the planet that comes with the need of work, boundaries, commitment, responsibility. So Saturn brings that energy that is about creating a steady, strong foundation, thorough foundation for what we're going to do. So very often when we have Saturn planets, we're not very happy about it because it takes more time to do things. But actually I love Saturn transits because what you learn during the Saturn movement is going to be so strong, it's going to be so foundational, it's going to be a backbone of what you are going to do in the future. So it's an important pillar for us, and I really recommend for you to think about what this retrograde motion is bringing into your life, because I see it as being an energetical portal created by the universe for us to stop and to think and realign things in order to make more sense for us, to create more ease and ultimately more happiness for us. Again, I'm going to decompose everything. So first, so I was saying Saturn is about all these things that are foundational. Then what is retrograde motion about? Retrograde motion we talked about when we're talking about Mercury retrograde. I know people are usually very scared when they hear retrograde. It's not like that. Retrograde times are a gift for us, again, to stop and think, rethink. So everything that starts with re in front, rethinking, re-strategizing, redesigning, rearranging, reorganizing, these are all appropriate things to do during a retrograde motion. Now, because we have Saturn retrograde in front of us, this is going to be about rethinking the strategy for our life in order to align it with who we are, with our essence, with our purpose, with what we came in the world to be. So this is a time when it's really appropriate, and I think from my perspective is that this is a lot about career. So those of you who feel that you need to do either a big change or a tweak in your career in order for it to reflect better who you are and how you want to do things, I strongly recommend to think about it now, to make the plan now, to strategize now. And also it's going to be the time, these 4 months and a half are going to be good times to prepare for it, not only to plan it but also to do some preparation. So this is a good time for making some big decisions regarding your career. And why do I have this opinion that this is this retrograde motion offers us the context of making decisions regarding our career? Because Saturn is a lot about work personal life balance, so work home balance, let's say. In the modern world, I think that in order to have a good work life balance, we need to sort out what we are doing as career. If not, very often what we are doing as day-to-day job tends to suck all the energy from us and not to give us the time to focus on our personal life, even if we have time to lack the energy to really enjoy it. So I really think that focusing on aligning your career with who you are is like the first step in order to have a more balanced life. Now, I'm looking because I have lots of notes about what I wanted to share with you. I also wanted to share that I think this is a time, it's like a maturity test. Saturn is about being mature about your choices. So I think these months are like the time when we should understand once and for all that what's happening in our life, and as I said, with the focus on career now, is the consequence of our choices. So we need to take the responsibility of our choices, and this is a great time to make some decisions and to make some steps towards making the necessary changes. If we're not going to do it, no one is going to do it for us. So I wish that when I was doing the changes I've done in my career, I wish I would have had such like a window of opportunity to understand things, to assess things, and rethink and re-strategize. So this is really great time. There is another reason why this is a very good time to make this re-strategizing, this redesigning of your career plans and career choices, is because we have two other planets that are aspecting us Saturn in a way that is very helpful for us during these 4 months. One is Mercury, which brings us the opportunity that during these 4 months and a half, if we think that for doing changes in our career we need to learn new things, this is a great time to do that. We have the sharpness and the capability to learn new things, even things from scratch, or to perfect our knowledge about a subject matter. This is one. The other very beneficial aspect that is happening is that Venus is trining Saturn. What this means, there are a few things that I want to share with you about it. One is that this is a very good time to reassess our relationships, to reassess the relationships with the people we work with. And here the first thing that came to mind is to reassess the relationship we have with our managers. Leave behind the toxic relationships. These months are really good for you to be honest with yourself, to think if where you are working now, or in your business if you have a business, the relationships that you have are beneficial for you. If you feel they are growing you, if they are giving you space to manifest, or they're just taking from you without giving back. So that's one. The other thing that is really useful during these months is that we can reassess the way we work with, we benefit of the network that we have around us. There might be people in your life that can help you do a change in your career, that can support you. So rethink how you use your network, reactivate your network during this time. This is a good time to do that. And then this is also a time because of this Venus aspecting Saturn, this is a good time to rethink how you want to do money in this life, how you want to gain money. So do you want to gain them through hard work? Do you want to gain them through something that is not aligned with who you truly are, and you feel like things are like heavy every day and you don't enjoy them? Or you have this opportunity to reassess things and do things your way. Yeah, so do the appropriate changes in your career in order to do things your way. Good. So with this in mind, I want to share with you that there are few categories, 4 to be more precise, 4 categories of people who are going to be more influenced by this retrograde motion than other people. All of us can be influenced, but there are these 4 categories. I don't want to be very technical, but I really want you to be aware of it and make the most of it, since you will know about it. So there are 4 categories. First category, very important, very technical. I hope I'm not going to lose you here. If you have Saturn in Pisces, so if your in your natal astrological chart, Saturn was in Pisces when you were born, then there are very high chances that you'll be very influenced by this retrograde motion, because this means that during this time there are high chances you have your what we call in astrology Saturn return. So your natal Saturn is aligned with the Saturn on the sky now, and this is really an important moment in life in general. It's a moment when you draw the line and you think of where you want to focus your energy, when you want to put your effort in this life, and how you can improve that. So people with Saturn in Pisces when they were born, especially if Saturn was around 19 degrees in Pisces, then you'll be highly influenced by this transit. I dare to say that you can't get out of this transit on the other side of it in November in the same position you are now. If you don't know if you have Saturn in Pisces or not, then I'd be happy to help you to know that. So if you can DM me, or you can comment here on this video or on any of my social media channels, and I'll be happy to share this with you. It's a few minutes discussion, and I can calculate that for you. Also, if you don't know that, I have another hint for you. If you were born in between 1993 and 96, or in between 64 and 67, there are high chances that your Saturn is in Pisces. Good, so this is category 1. Second category of people who are highly influenced by this retrograde motion are those who have Sun, Moon or Ascendant in Pisces sign. Again, if it's 19 degrees, even more. Then this retrograde motion will happen over important placements in your chart, so you will feel it. The third category, people who have their Sun or Ascendant Capricorn or Aquarius. You people have Saturn as the governing planet of your overall chart or governing planet of your sun sign. Again, high chances to be influenced by it. And the fourth category, people who have again Sun, Moon or Ascendant in Gemini or Virgo or Sagittarius or Pisces, which we talked about already. Again, 19 degrees makes more difference. You can be highly influenced by this retrograde motion. So these are the 4 categories. I know it's quite technical, but I'm very happy to help you understand. And actually, if you want to go deeper with these insights and understand what this means for you at personal level, like more applied to your situation, I'm very happy to do a one-to-one session. My one-to-one sessions called Soul Sync. They are 90 minutes one-to-one sessions, and the purpose of those are really to understand yourself better, to go deeper into who you are as a nature, how you like to do things, what are your strengths, what are your challenges, what did you come here to do. And these are really things that will help you align better. So I was telling you earlier that this is a moment when you can align your career with who you are. In order to do this alignment, you need to have as deep as possible understanding of who you are. And these kind of one-to-one sessions are really packed with insights into this direction. People who already work with me are a testament of how much it can make a difference to be aware and very clear about all these points. Now, another thing that I wanted to share with you is that, as you know, I'm doing monthly workshops around new moon, which are meant to align us better or align us with more sense with these cosmic movements. The upcoming workshop on the 5th of July, when we're going to have new moon in Cancer, is going to be a lot about aligning with our creative nature, aligning with our intuition, and then we're going to work with our astrological natal charts to have personal deep understanding of how we can strategize the month ahead, how we can set intentions and work with what we want to achieve in a way that is aligned and is nurtured and feed through the energetical influences around us, in order to not do so much hard work and be always in the rat wheel, but rather to be more aligned and fueled by the energies around us. So please join us for the workshop. It's a 2 hours meeting, a 2 hours gathering where we're going to be quite relaxed. We're meditating, as I said, we're setting intentions, we're working with affirmations, crystals and so on. So it's a really pleasant and very useful thing to do. That was it for today. As always, I'm here if you need my help, and I am always urging you to dream big, my friend. Dream big and do what you came here to do.